All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, set. 50, plant. 59. Not here.
On 1st and 10, Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Go.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
To throw again, Nix. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go. 70, Indy. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Hey. Check that.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. He's going to air one out. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's our time, guys.
Yes, yes.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Chance.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Nix. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
We want it. Fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go. 15 line it. 15 line.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Get it.
On 1st down, Nix. That is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw on third down, Nix. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Set. 18 Gator. Greystone travel. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Bound to lose one.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On second down now. Swift, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3 down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nix. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, Defensive teams think they come in bunches.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check 53. Let's pick it up. It's out.
Protein spill.
Get off the field.
Get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Swift. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, foxtrot. Ready?
2nd and 1. Flushed out right and incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Topper!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Go.
Hold. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I know he ain't got it. Kill. Sponge. No.
Now.
From the gun, Nix. And that is incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike. Check the out. Slam.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Fire.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
61, match box, right.
They'll try and throw for it here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Shift. Tight dog. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Second and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Wide, step.
Looking to throw on second down. Nix. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Orbit. 56. Mike's 56.
On 1st and 10, Nix. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On the set. Mike's 59. Let's go. Hey, switch gears.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, echo.
Mike, check.
Looking to throw. Nix got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Complete. It's Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Cincinnati. Here we go. 60 yards. Hey, Charlie.
58, Mike, 58.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Slam, slam.
Protein spill. Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
8 read.
Check 53, Mike. Check pass, check pass.
Hey, Alpha.
53, Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nix. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. There goes a deep ball. End zone. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score, Jaguars 14, Bengals 2.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
61, match box, right.
53, check 53.
Hey, exit.
Just like that. Just like that. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Let's get this. Let's get this. Quick dash. Quick dash. Go, go.
They're going to try and throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Yeah, good job.
From 3 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And the catch made by Johnson. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down, here's Love. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes.
2nd and 9 now.
58 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Bravo.
Mike, check.
Go.
On 1st down, Nix. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
On second down, Swift. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
On the get it.
Operating from the gun, Nix. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not really. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Nix. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, Foxtrot.
You got it, son. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Coming to you.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Ready.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Protein spill.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, wahoo. Yep.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Ricky. 58's Mike.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. That's going to be caught. That's good for 28 yards. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play. Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money. Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Nix looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion. He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works. And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Slam, slam.
Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, orbit. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet fire.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Push him back. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go, let's go.
Five.
Number 50.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. On the ready.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the double.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.